Bom, 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 bom. I bet you thought this intro wasn't recorded live. Hi. Uh, John rates Pokemon. I don't know why, but you know, on the Poke train, it's like 2 weeks-ish till Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl come out. So I thought I'd go and rate some Pokes. just throw out my opinions on these boys. Because I thought it'd be fun. And I saw somebody else do it, and it was fun. And I wanted to do it. So I'm starting with Gen 1. I don't know if I'll do any more. But here we go, because there's a lot of them. Bulbasaur. Oh, Bulbasaur. Kind of the awkward stepchild of the starting three. I like that he's a frog. Kind of thing. I feel like his little seed pod, it doesn't go well with him. It just kind of looks like it's slapped on there. It doesn't like really mesh with the rest. I think I would like him even more without the seed pod. So I'll give Bulbasaur, I'll give him a B. Ivysaur, I think with those leaves and the increased with the leaves and like the increased size and like the increased presence of the seed pod thing, I think it does blend better. I think either Bulbasaur just should have been like this, or shouldn't have had the seed at all, and then just give Ivysaur this stuff. So I think that's a step up. So Ivysaur gets an A. Venusaur, unpopular opinion, I don't like. I think it goes back to the like plant stuff kind of just feeling out of place a little bit. Just that big old tree that's just like coming out of nowhere. It doesn't make much sense to me. The base is cool again, but the plantage, it just seems like we'll just slap a plant on him. I think this goes back down to a B. Bulbasaur. Yeah. I'm tempted even to do a C, but I think Venusaur's a B. Charmander. He kind of skeezes me out a little bit. He's just so smooth on his head, and his eyes are so far apart. I'm gonna give Charmander a C. I don't like Charmander, really. Charmeleon, he's a step up. He kind of takes care of some of the smooth-headed weirdness of Charmander. I like the deeper red color a little bit more, so he can go up to a B. Charizard is pretty cool. Kind of plain, but I'd say for a Gen 1, to some extent, you can get away with that a little bit. I like the blue wings. I'll give Charizard an A. Oh, Squirtle. Oh, Squirtle, my man. Yeah, Squirtle gets an A. I mean, he's not very special. He's just kind of a standing up turtle, but he's got so much charisma. Wartortle. I think Wartortle gets S. Wartortle is our first S tier. It just improves on everything I love about Squirtle. Gives it more flair. Gives him like the little hair, like Thor wings. And his tail is kind of like a wave and stuff. Wartortle's dope. Wartortle is S tier. Blastoise, also S tier. I think you can tell my favorite of the three Gen 1 starters. I mean, look at him. He's just a thick, like, dinosaur turtle lad, and got the cannons. He's got a good color scheme. It's hard to beat Blastoise. Caterpie. I like the thing on his head. It's just so weird, though. I think I'll give Caterpie a C. It's just like a lot going on. Metapod is D. You could have done so much more with Metapod. I know it's supposed to be like a cocoon or whatever, but it's just a lump. Butterfree's okay. This is pretty simple. I'll give Butterfree a B. It's a soft B, but I think the wings are kind of cool. Weedle, I like Weedle way more than Caterpie. Not an A tier category, I don't think. But I'll give Weedle a good old B. Kakuna again is nothing. It's a C. It's a little better than Metapod, but it's mostly nothing. Beedrill. I think Beedrill's S. Beedrill. I mean, what's not to love? How can that not be like one of the strongest Pokemon in the game? Look at that thing. Just, you got the big old usual stinger, then just slap on some big old drill hands. That's a cool boy. Pidgey is just a bird. Everybody knows Pidgey's just a bird. Pidgey's not actually a Pokemon. They just got whipped up into the whole Pokemon thing. They got confused for a Pokemon, but it's actually just a bird, so D tier. Pidgeotto, I think. I never remember if Odo is second and then Ott is third. I think that's right. This is just kind of a little bit of a better bird. C. I think that's a C. And Pidgeot is even worse, I think, than Pidgeotto. But it brings something more to the table than just the straight bird, so I'll give Pidgeot a C as well. Rattata, I don't know why. I kind of like Rattata. Just like, just a little purple boy. I'll give Rattata a B. I mean, it's simple, but I kind of like him. Raticate, I even like a little bit more. Just because I think it's got more flair to it. I don't think it's A tier though. I'll keep it in B. Spearow is also just a bird, but it's a little bit of a better bird. So I think Spearow can get a C tier. Fearow. I don't know. Fearow's not doing it for me. Fearow also stays in C tier. I don't know. Who cares? Ekans is a snake. Who really cares? D tier. Arbok is a big improvement, I think. Nothing special, but definitely better than just a straight up snake with nothing going on. I think Arbok's a B. Pikachu. I don't understand it really. I'll be honest. He's pretty plain. I feel like the old gerbil, the old just squat fat one, probably would have appealed to me a little bit more than this version, where they made him elongated and all that. But B tier. Raichu, I like Raichu. Raichu's got more going on. I like the ears. It's different. I kind of like the little fade out his hands have, and his more swooping lightning bolt tail. I'll give Raichu an A tier. Sandshrew, yes, yes. This is tempting to give it an S. I'm gonna do it. Sandshrew S tier. Sandshrew is amazing. I love how he looks just like a sandstone, like terracotta sandstone warrior man with his back pattern. I feel like there aren't too many boys who look like him. He's good. Sandslash. Is he worthy of S tier? I think I'll give him a strong A. I just like how the ground type kind of comes through a bit more with Sandshrew. That he's just a fat, thick boy. But Sandslash is very, very good as well. Nidoran, I like. Nothing too much going on there, but it's got some flair to the rabbit flair. I'll give it an A. Nidorina is very good. That's a strong A as well, I think. Maybe, is this an S tier too? It's got a similar thing going on to Sandslash, I'll be honest. I'm feeling generous. I think this is an S tier. It's really good. Got the dinosaur thing happening. Just good colors. It's a light S. Nidoqueen, I really like. I've always been a fan of Nidoqueen more than Nidoking. I'll give this one a strong A. I just think some of the chest region is a little weird, and that pulls it back a little bit for me. But it is very, very good. I like Nidoqueen a lot. Nidoran other version is also very good. A tier as well. I don't really like Nidorino too much. It's just like Nidorino stands on the 2 feet. Nidorino doesn't. He's just got this random horn. Yeah, B tier. Nidoking brings it back up. Again, I've never really been as big a fan of Nidoking as Nidoqueen, just because I think Nidoqueen is a bit more unique. But he's really good, so strong A tier. Clefairy, meh, is pretty good. It just doesn't, like, what is it supposed to be? It's a B tier. It's just not bad. Clefable, I like less. It's just like, you just made it paler and scared. C tier. Vulpix, amazing, always, yes. S tier, yes. Perfect. Perfect boy. Perfect fox dog. Perfect. Love the tails. Love the nose. Tiny feet. Powerful flame. Love it. Ninetales, S tier, yes. Love it. Powerful dog. Better tails. More hair. Yes. Jigglypuff, I feel like is even worse than Clefairy. It's just like Clefairy with even less. So that's a C tier. Wigglytuff is also C tier because it's basically just tall Jigglypuff. Zubat, I hate. Zubat is just the worst. There's like, it's just a crappy bat. It doesn't have, like, what are those feet things? Like, are those feet? Is that more tail? And like, you always just counter them in caves, and it's just Zubat and Zubat and Zubat, and they don't do anything. They're the worst. They just have freaking Poison Sting. D tier. Zubat's the worst. Golbat also is terrible, but slightly less terrible, so I'll give him a C. I really hate this line. Oddish is very good. Just a little plant, a little bouncy boy. That's an A tier. Gloom. Eh. I don't like the drool. Yeah, that's a B tier. Vileplume is also B. It gets rid of some of the things I don't like about Gloom, like just it brings back the color and such, and the flower is better, but it doesn't have much personality, so that's just a B. Paris, that's a C. It's just like, just slap some mushrooms on it. Yeah, there's nothing special about that. Parasect. Ugh. I'm gonna give Parasect a D. It's a strong D, but it's still a D. I mean, like, the sprites for this thing, when you're playing with it, are just like a mound because it's just all the mushroom, and it's just like, it doesn't even look like a mushroom because it's just the top, and then, like, where's the rest of the body? Like, I don't like it. Venonat, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good boy. He's pretty unique. Just a little puff and fluff bug thing. I'll give him an A. Venomoth. It's a B. I feel like this they could have like incorporated like the fuzzy stuff a little better and stuff from Venonat. Then this is fine. It's a B. Diglett is good. Diglett is good. Diglett is an A. Just a little lump. You'll love that. You'll love to see it. That's all you need. Triple Diglett. What is that thing called? What is this thing called? Dig 3? I want to say Dugtrio? Is it Dugtrio? And then Dodrio is the bird one? I don't know. I think it's Dugtrio. I'm gonna go with C tier on this one, a big drop, just because it's more Diglett. I feel like Diglett's evolution could have been something real cool, like where, like in all this fan art, like it comes out of the ground and it's like super awesome and dope, but this is nothing. Meowth is B, it's an average. There's just nothing too great going on. I like the coin though. Persian. It's a B. I think, honestly, it could be a C, but I've always had a soft spot for Persian for some reason. There's a grace to it. Psyduck. That's an A. If ever there was an A. I mean, look at that perfect. This is the ideal male body. Wonderful Bill. Just always so overwhelmed. But he crushes it. Golduck. I'm gonna give Golduck a low S tier. It just really takes the Psyduck and improves it. I like the webbed fingers, and like it's a dope evolution for something you think that wouldn't really be cool. It turns into this good boy. Mankey. A strong B. I like it, but it's just kind of a monkey thing. Meh. Primeape. It improves it a lot, I think. I'll put that up to the A. Just makes him an angry man. I like the mitteny, big ol' punchy fists. Just, this thing will mess you up. Growlithe. I'll give it an A. I know people really like Growlithe. It doesn't seem as good to me, really, at all close to Vulpix, but he's pretty good. Arcanine, I know people love him too. I'm gonna give it a B. There's just a lot going on with it, and I don't know. It's all pretty predictable. He's just a big dog. Poliwhirl, that's a B. That's a B. Oh wait, is this Poliwhirl? Poly? What is this one? This one's Poliwhirl. This one. Whatever this one is a B. Poliwhirl, which I think is this one. That one's an S. This guy knows how to do it. Just like, he's got the giant whirl swirl, got the big old fists, big old eyes. There's nothing wrong with this boy. Poliwrath, I'll take it down to an A. Yep. Just a lot of the charm of Whirl gets lost. And it's kind of the same thing. Abra's cool. I'll give Abra an S. I like that he's like wearing armor, and he's kind of like got an Egyptian vibe to him. And he never opens his eyes. He's dope. Kadabra, I'll also give an S. I think this, with his just giant tail and his mustache and spoon, it just really takes it to the next level, and is a good evolution. Alakazam, I take that down to a B. I don't understand this. Why is this not the second evolution? Like, this is so much cooler than this. Just because you got another spoon, you think it can get rid of your dope tail and your head markings and stuff? Alakazam, you entitled piece of crap. I don't get it. Like, it's just like everything about Kadabra got worse with Alakazam. Machop is dope. Machop gets an A. His head fins are dope. Just a little strong guy. Machoke, I'll give an S. I like the wrestler vibe. It's weird that he wears underwear. His head is cool. He's got like rippling vein muscle markings. Machamp I'll take back down to an A. If it just kept everything and put in Machoke's head with like the dinosaur mouth rather than the weird beak mouth, I think he would be S, but the weird beak mouth is unsettling. Bellsprout, I like his little twiggy twigs, his little twiggy legs. I'll give Bellsprout an A. He does a lot with what he's got. I don't even know what this one's called. I'm not going to be able to remember the two names of these things. Bellmouth. Upside down Bellmouth. Yeah. This thing. That's a C. I don't like how its stem goes to nowhere. Ugh. The more I look at it, the less I like it. Ugh. Yeah, I gotta... Ugh. C. This thing's a D. I hate this thing. Victory Bell. That one. Haha. Bellsprout. Weepin' Bell. Ah, yes, good. Weepin' Bell is a C, and if I look at it any longer, it'll go down. Victory Bell is a D. This thing sucks. I mean, it's upside down. Like, learn to be it right side up. How about that? And, like, what are its leaves even doing? They're just like everywhere and like, yeah. Tentacool. That's a C. Kind of creeps me out. Like, is this like a shell or is it like meaty? I don't like it. Tentacruel leaps up to high A. This is like one of the biggest changes, in my opinion, from first evolution to second. Like this thing, we see it and you're like, how is this not like the most powerful Pokemon in the game? This thing should like destroy worlds. Like it's Cthulhuian. That thing's crazy. So high A. Geodude is a B. There's not much going on there. But he's got spirit. Graveler is also a B, I think. Tempted to do S. Yeah. He's got, well, no, not to S, A. He's got 2 sets of arms that I'm realizing. And that's cool. That'll push him out to an A. Whereas Golem we get to, he's an S. Like that is good. Just a big old boulder. Like nothing stopping this thing. That's an S. Ponyta is a strong A. It just looks so good with the fire mane. Rapidash takes away from it. Like its dang weird face and flesh horn. And the flames look worse. This is one kind of in the opposite of Tentacruel between the first and the second evolution, where it goes down a bunch. I'll give this a C. This isn't good. And Galarian Ponyta, I think, the one like the rainbow unicorn one, that one, oh, that one's spicy. Slowpoke is a B. It's just the epitome of average. Slowbro. He's a C. Just like you're getting on my nerves a little bit there, Slowpoke, for even trying to evolve. Magnemite is pretty cool. There's like nothing like it in first gen. Doesn't make a ton of sense, but I'll give it an A. Magneton could have been so much more with this being so unique. We're just, again, combining 3 of them is nothing. I'll give that a C. Farfetch'd is amazing. I mean, this is where Nintendo you should learn from for Pidgey. Like, this is how you do a bird. Like, give it a vegetable, give it thick finger wings, make it stand up, make it angry. That's great. That's an A tier. I like Doduo. I like its little heads. That's an A tier as well. Just give the bird something to make it not just a bird, and then you're good. Dodrio. Again, you just kind of slap another head on it, which isn't great, but I also like this more than most of the just combine-ems. So I'll keep this at an A. Seal is really nothing. That's a C. It's just a seal. Dugong is better. I like Dugong. I'll give it an A. I think that's generous, but it's got a cute little face. Little manatee face. Muck is pretty good. He's pretty unique. I'll give him an A. I just like his gloppy fingers. Grimer makes it worse because it just kind of makes him fall apart into a lump of nothing. That's a C. Shelder is pretty simple and nobody really cares. That's a C. Cloyster's the worst. Cloyster gets a D. Like, what is this? It's just like a ball, and you just decide to like shove an ice cream cone up there, and then there's like some kind of mutant shell, just like like a bunch of butt plugs on it. I don't like Cloyster. So Cloyster gets a D. Ghastly gets a D. It's just a ball. That's nothing. Haunter, we'll go with an A for Haunter. The hands are cool being disconnected and much creepier and got a lot more flair to it than just the ball of Ghastly. Gengar makes it worse, unfortunately. It just goes back to more ball. This is cool Ghost, and then this is just like, okay, he's purple. It's just a purple guy. This is nothing. Gengar goes down to C. Onyx is a B. There's nothing too special about him. He's just big. Drowsy. Drowsy's an S tier. I mean, look at that nose. Little tapir, fatty. He's just so happy. Hypno, I'll put him at A, because then it just turns into another guy, kind of loses all the tapirness of it. Krabby sucks. I hate crabs so much. They're so gross. Krabby's a D. Kingler gets a little less crab, so he can go up to a B. He's got his one big claw, which is cool, and his little crown head. That's pretty cool. Voltorb is nothing. That's a D. Electrode is mostly nothing, but a little bit better because it's backwards, and I kind of like how it just like looks like just it don't care. That's a C. Execute. Ugh. That's a D. Yeah. It's just like, what if you took Diglett and took it out of the ground, but then there were more, and it's bad. Executor is okay. That's a B. The thick tree really brings it up a notch from the eggs. Cubone is a strong A. You never really see its head face, so you gotta wonder what it looks like. That's pretty cool. Marowak is a B. It's basically just different pose Cubone, but kind of worse. Oh no, I never remember. I think this one's Hitmonlee. I never remember which one's Lee and which one's Chan. I'll give him an A. I like his springy legs with his kicking. Other than that, he's kind of just a guy. Hitmonchan is S tier. Love the boxing gloves. Love his little outfit thing. Always ready to fight. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with this guy. Lickitung. Not bad. I'll give Lickitung an A. It's weird, but at least it's unique. So, I can respect that. Coughing is C. Just because, you know, it's another ball, but at least he's got, like, the geysers happening. Wheezing. Yeah, I kind of like that, because it kind of like looks like some weird cell mutation thing. Goes with the poison kind of vibe. I'll give that an A. Rhydon, I mean, that's an S tier. How is this guy also not the most powerful thing in the game? This just looks like an immovable object right here. Just a bullet of a man. Rhyhorn? Nope. I think I got those backwards. This is Rhydon, right? And Horn is the one, which I always get wrong because this one's got the horn, really. I'm pretty sure this one's Rhyhorn, though. That one's worse. It kind of is just another Nidoking. That one's an A. Chansey is a B. I like the egg, but everything else is meh. Tangela. Tangela's an S. I love Tangela. I wish it was something more like afterwards, other than I think Tangrowth is what they called it. This could have been so cool. This guy's great. Just as little noodles. Kangaskhan is also an S tier. Oop. I love the baby. Anybody who's got a little baby, that'll bring them up a few points. And then when you're just a cool dinosaur on your own with a pouch, that brings you up to S tier. Horsey's really good. I'll give Horsey an A. Seadra. I don't think it's quite an S. I really like Seadra, but I don't think it's quite up there. Just I like the spikiness it adds. Yeah. Goldeen is just a crappy fish. You can't just put a horn on everything and call it a Pokemon. That's a D tier. Who cares? Sea King is just a crappy fish. You can't just put a horn on everything and call it a Pokemon. That's a D tier. Staryu is like an enigma. Like what is that? What is that? Look at that thing. That's an A tier. Staryu? Staryu? Was that Staryu? What did I call this thing? Starmie. That's what this one is, right? It's also an A tier. It's basically the same thing, but it's pretty cool. Mr. Mime. Ugh. Again, an enigma of a different sort. Let's call Mr. Mime a B tier, just because he competes in my mind from what I see, which is terrible, versus what he makes me feel, which is like, I love it. So that puts him at a B. Scyther is an S tier. I mean, like the only bug Pokemon you ever care about is Scyther. I guess other than Beedrill, which I think I also put on S. Yep. Electabuzz, I'm always shocked that Electabuzz is Gen 1. I always think it's at least 2. It just seems so not Gen 1. I really like Electabuzz. I'll give it an A. Magmar is so creepy to me. That's a C. Like, the lips. And, like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, he's got, like, pinata arms. Pinsir is good. Pinsir, again, is, like, one of the only bugs that's actually kind of cool. That's an A. Tauros is nothing. It's just a bull. Can't just put 3 tails on everything and call it a guy. I'm probably contradicting myself with Vulpix there, but Vulpix does it right. This is a C. Okay, Nintendo, you can't just put a fish in the game and call it a thing. That's a D. Gyarados is dope. That's an A. It's obviously a very big turn between the first and second evolutions. Lapras is also dope. That's a strong A. I like the kind of Loch Ness Monster vibe of it all. Ditto is an A. You look at him. Just a little blobby blob. Nothing wrong. Well, only a little bit wrong with that. Just a little simple, but obviously it's Ditto, so it's an A. Eevee is a B. It's just kind of a scruff. Vaporeon is an A. Is Vaporeon an S? I think Vaporeon's an S. It just all comes together really well. With the ear fins and the tail fin and the neck fin. That's a good mermaid dog. Jolteon, I'll give a B. It's more average. Like, just not a lot going on there. Flareon, I'll give an A. The hair into fire kind of aesthetic from the evolution, I think works better. Whereas this, the hair is just pointy. This is actually still hair, but it's just got the shape of the fire. Porygon, I'll give an A. He's just so out there, and I really like the colors and shape. Ammonite, he's like the world's favorite prehistoric mustache. That's an A. A star makes everything worse. Again, Nintendo, you can't just slap spikes on everything and make it think it's better. That's a C. Kabuto, I don't really understand. There's a B. Yeah. Kabutops is better in every way. That's a good old Amen. I mean, you got the scythe arms. You got like just like a rockin' 6-pack. I guess it's like a 5-pack. Love it. Aerodactyl is just a pterodactyl. That's not anything really. That's a C tier. Snorlax is big. Good on him. Thick boy. B tier. Articuno is my favorite of the legendary Boids, but I don't really even like the legendary Boids all that much. So that's a B tier. Zapdos. That's a B tier, I guess. It's the lower B tier, but it's better than Moltres, which is just a fire chicken. That's a C tier. Dratini, not much going on. That's a B tier. Dragonair. I like the length. But it's still a B tier. Dragonite, I mean, I'll give him an A just because he is what he is. I feel like I like him less than most people. Mewtwo, I'll give an A. Again, I like him less than most people, but I can respect what he's bringing out. It's pretty unique. Mew, I'll bring it down back to a B. It's just obviously way more simple. So he's fine. And there you go. There are my impressions of all 151 Gen 1 Pokemon. And if you made it this far, I'm kind of surprised. But I think it's fun. I just like looking through all these lovely, lovely boys. Even the ones I don't like, I can cherish in their own bad way, like this stupid fish. But remember, if you rankin', you better be sure that you ain't stankin'.